I've told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny little American towns like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls or like from Paper Towns when it's like it doesn't exist on a map for some reason. Like the cute American towns where there's like literally 20 people and they all drive pickup trucks. That's what I thought a sundown town was. I only learned this year off of this app that is very much not what a sundown town is. Why have cute name if not cute? Do you know what I mean? Ah!
Oh well, okay. That's not a great video, I'm not gonna lie. It does not look like this is gonna go down well. I wonder what people on TikTok had to say about it. They were probably not happy. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the controversy that has been surrounding Madeline Argy. But before we do that, I just want to let you guys know, if you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I'd like that. That would be cool. And also, if you are already subscribed, you should double check because YouTube's been unsubscribing people from the channel. But before you guys check that out, let's actually see what she's done. It's an odd video. I'm not gonna lie.
I've told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny little American towns like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls or like from Paper Towns when it's like it doesn't exist on a map for some reason. Like the cute American towns where there's like literally 20 people and they all drive pickup trucks. That's what I thought a sundown town was.
Well, they might all be driving pickup trucks if they're in America. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's not funny. I'm going to choose to believe, to open this video, that she is being innocent and doesn't know what a sundown town is. But if you don't know what one is, well, Google it for you. All right, so we've got good old Wikipedia here. Sundown towns, also known as sunset towns, grey towns, or sundowner towns, are all white neighborhoods in the United States that practice a form of racial segregation by excluding non-whites via a combination of discriminatory local laws, intimidation, or violence. I don't think you want to live there anymore, Madeline Argy. At least I hope. So Madeline is in massive trouble for making a video where she basically says this is where she wanted to live. Now, obviously she clarifies, as we've seen, that she actually doesn't know what a sundown town is. And I'm going to go and choose to believe her. I don't have anything that I've seen from Madeline Argy currently that would make me not do that. The video is her saying she's been going around telling people that she wanted to stay in one of these, not knowing actually that she was saying something horrifically racist. I don't know how nobody would have called her out on this or pulled her up on it and gone, hey, do you know what that is? Clearly, the answer is no, because I don't think she'd be going around happily telling people she wanted to live in one if she did know. But people on TikTok have not taken very kindly to this video, mainly because of Madeline Argy's style of content. If we play the video, right? I
only learned this year off of this app that is very much not what a sundown town is. Why have cute name if not cute? Do you know what I mean? Ah!
People don't like the kind of, it's so like I'm quirky and silly response. They think that even though she's obviously telling it to be like, ha, everybody laugh at me, they think what she's actually doing is downplaying it. Now, I don't know if that's a chronically online take. Frankly, it's not something for me to say. I don't feel like really you can come to me and go, hey, Alex, what do you think about this? It's not really something that I can speak on, to be fair, because I think the people who know about these things should probably be the people who are really talking about them and their voices should be heard. And we got a bunch of videos from people on TikTok who have made them. So let's watch those.
I think the most jarring thing about this whole Madeline Argy, I don't know what her last name is pronounced like, tell me what it is that she posted it to begin with. What I have found to be very common amongst white Europeans, or just white people in general, is being very flippant about racism. There's racism, and then there's seeing racism and being like, well, it's not that big a deal, right? Even if you had no idea what a sundown town was, you went and found out what it is, and you still posted that video being like, oh my God, I can't believe it. What is funny?
Do you know what? I totally see where she's coming from with this. I understand it. You know, it is a bit strange to go on the internet and be like, haha, I was like being racist by accident. And, you know, to consciously make the video, do like all of the cuts, like get into your TikTok persona and kind of do the whole thing. Probably maybe do it like 4 or 5 takes. When you really put it like in that way, yeah, it's jarring behavior for sure. But obviously the reason she posted it is because she wanted people to be like, oh, look, what an idiot she is. And it was meant to be like hey, look, I'm kind of like this flawed person and I make mistake and we can all laugh about it now, right? I'm not actually racist. But the response that she actually garnered by that is, we think you might be racist. So it's kind of backfired for Madeline, I'm not going to lie. I think she was kind of hoping for the opposite. Of people going, don't worry, it's a mistake that you made. It sounds like a cute name. But I could also understand why people go, don't make it sound like a cute name. We don't want people to go, oh, that's actually quite a cool name. I quite like that. Maybe we should bring that back. Because that would be fucking awful. I think the trivializing of something that has been really horrible for people to go through isn't great. It would be like somebody talking about going camping. They specify a certain type of camp that definitely isn't one where you want to go, and then going on TikTok and going,
I said I wanted to bring back Germany in the 1930s, and I didn't realise that was such a mistake. I thought it looked like a nice place, everybody hanging out together.
Yeah, that would be awful. And it is basically the same thing. It is not great, is it? This is not something you should go on the internet and relatively brag about. I do think she didn't really mean it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this is something that she was intentionally doing. But at the same time, I think going on the internet and like bragging about it makes people feel like you're not taking it seriously. And I can see that. But I don't think that she meant like any harm by it. I don't think she was going out of her way to annoy anybody or upset anyone. I think she was basically saying, look, I'm a bit ditzy, I'm a bit silly, but to turn it into content, I can see why that doesn't sit right with people. The weirdest thing about this as well is like, this made the bloody news. Like, I actually saw this appear because ITV News actually posted a video about it.
I can imagine that it's very frustrating to hear a white person joking about something like that when that's actually an issue that could be very close to your heart.
That's Madeline Argy. She's an influencer who's apologising for saying she wants to live in a sundown town. It might sound like a cute little holiday village, but the reality couldn't be further from the truth. Sundown towns are neighbourhoods in the US that exclude all people who aren't white, usually African Americans. The reason they're called sundown is because there were literal signs telling all non-white people to leave before sundown. Sundown towns still exist, with this website highlighting which towns in America are still segregated.
What? Wait, this is something that actually still happens. I didn't know that. Maybe this should be on the news. Maybe more people should be talking about this. This still exists in the United States of America, does it? That is insane. I mean, wow, fucking hell. I didn't realize how much of a complete shithole that country was. What? Man? Remind me to never go to any of those places. What the hell? As you could see there, Madeline actually did do a response video. So let's watch that and give her a fair whack at the stick and see what she has to say. Maybe people will forgive her. Maybe they won't. It's TikTok. Who knows?
Guys, I want to apologize for the Sundown Town post before that gets to any more ears than it already has without, like, me being able to say sorry. I had been saying for years that, like, Sundown Towns looked like a really nice place to live because I did not know what they were. So I was trying to poke fun at myself for that because I've now learned what they are. And I was like, oh my God. And I've been saying it to other European people who also don't know what they are because, like, we just aren't American. And that's just not information in our heads, right? And then once I learned what it was, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I've literally been saying this for years. Like, I had no idea that's what it is. But obviously I wasn't recognizing in that video, like, how distressing it could be to hear someone just like joking about that when that's a very, and I didn't understand, very current issue for like a lot of people. Like, they still exist, and that's absolutely horrifying. And I can imagine that it's very frustrating to hear a white person joking about something like that when that's actually an issue that could be very close to your heart. So even though I wanted to poke fun at myself for like saying this fucking stupid thing that I didn't realize I'd been saying, it could easily make people who have suffered at the hands of this kind of culture feel very dismissed. And I would never ever want to make anyone feel like that. And I don't want, that's why I took down the video, because I don't want it to reach any more ears than people have to get this like unpleasant, horrible feeling in their chest before I can get to them quick enough to say, I'm sorry.
I think that's a decent apology. It's not for me to accept, to be honest. And I didn't really have a clue what was going on until I started watching one of these videos about it. I didn't even realize this was something that was still going on right now, which says more about me than I think it says about anything else. Need to educate myself more, but that is crazy. But she seems genuine about it. I think she is upset. I think she didn't mean to do it. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, I think to do it in the quirky way, maybe that needs to be rethought about, really. I think it's one of those videos where when you post it, you probably realize, oh, actually, maybe the tone of this is not what it should be based on what I am talking about. But I wonder who it was who was using that term around her, where she like picked up on it and started using it regularly. Who did you know who was desperate to live there? So much that they were mentioning it all of the time, where it sounded like a nice holiday destination, like a Butlins. That's a terrible holiday destination. I've been there, awful. I can't believe this is something that somebody could accidentally do, really. I get, right, that she didn't understand it, but I think it was adding the whole kind of laughing thing. Not ideal, but she said sorry for it now, and you know, it is what it is. But all the comments are just people being like, who was saying this around you? Who do you know? It's very strange because I also saw people like dragging Madeline Argy's sister into this. Like, people found like this picture of her on a holiday, and it's her with like braids, and they added the caption, "Her white savior sister." So it seems like people are just kind of coming for all of them. TikTok's a crazy place. Maybe just don't post videos on there ever. That'd be my advice. Just never ever say anything. It's terrible advice. It's bad advice. Well, I hope you guys are up to date with all of the stuff that goes on TikTok today. It's a very strange thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget there are more videos on this YouTube channel and plenty more stuff that's happened this week. If you click on the end screen right now, click on the next video that you see, go watch it. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.